I'm at the History Center for Aransas County, and I'm here with Pam Stranahan. We've been planning a Harvey anniversary kind of week of activity, and Pam has been a big part of that. She was part of the original group that, as head of the Tourism Development Council, that started the project of strategically looking at how can we bring back tourism for the Rockport Fulton area after being devastatingly hit through a hurricane. So Pam, I know when I remind you of that, you remember all of those meetings, all of those times when we talked about it, and now for it to be coming to fruition, is that an exciting point for you? Would you
Sure.
like to...
Well, of course we wanted to figure out how to get people back to town, and especially the attractions, wanted to figure out how to have people come and see what was still here. Many people worked on new exhibits, and one of the ideas that floated in the TDC was to really bring an exhibit to the Visitor Center so that people could understand everything that had happened related to Harvey.
Want to talk about your exhibit and what you have here?
You bet. Here at the History Center, we have taken a little bit historic step back. And so what we've done is compare the 1919 storm and the 2017 storm, which of course we know is Harvey. We've taken landmarks around the town, and so we have posters about historic landmarks all over town, and then we've added posters that tell what the story was for this particular building in 1919 and what the story was in 2017. So I think you'll enjoy it. We have really good historic accounts from 1919, and we interviewed all of the owners of the houses to find out what happened during Harvey. We have a village, a map of Rockport in 1918. This is how major buildings were just before that 1919 storm. So we have buildings that you can place on the map and see where they were. One of them that's most interesting to me is the Estelle Starr Gallery, or it was the Sorensen Mercantile. Story about the Sorensen Mercantile, and then what happened to it in 1919, and then what happened to it in 2017, because there was, of course, major damage downtown. One of the most fun stories about all of the mercantiles in town is that in 1919, the labels were washed off of the canned goods. And so nobody knew what the canned goods were. And so especially the boys in town learned what was an Eagle brand condensed milk can. And they could buy those for a nickel. We have an exhibit case where we have artifacts showing 1919 and 2017. We have the books that have come out, and then on our flat screen, we've got the story of the 1919 storm as told from the diary of Bobby Jackson's grandmother, and he portrays this as his grandfather. So all of these things are available. They'll be at the History Center up through December.
Awesome. And so your hours are?
We're open on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
So everyone come on out to these exhibits. It's going to be a really neat time for us to not only look at how resilient we really are and to soak that in, but also to demonstrate to our visitors that you can recover after a natural disaster.